Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got some great hooks. Okay, we got great hooks from great books with great ideas to borrow. Alright, here's the deal. Great hooks are not easy to write, but they are easy to read, and that's the point of a good hook. It's that first part of the book, that opening line, where you grab the reader by the brain and you make them pay attention. It sets up the reader for the rest of the story. It's the writing equivalent of the first impression on a date, or it's scoring in the first minutes of a game. It makes the person on the other side of the conversation, or the other side of the field, or the other side of the page of paper take a double look and say, "Ooh," or "Whoa." So, take some quick notes. Now, so you don't have to pay attention to them later, I have 2.5 points of caution that you should take into consideration when you're thinking about good hooks. Excellent. First thing, first impressions are important because whether we like it or not, people judge a book by its cover or by its first line. Second, it's often easiest to write a sharp hook once the rest of the story is done. All right. And third, don't spend so much time on a good hook that you forget to make the story awesome. A good hook does not make a great story. Excellent. I like that. Now, let's look at some funny hooks. Okay? First, from Guys Read. Dwight Horowitz is an idiot. He's also my best friend. Or, halt, vile knave, prepare to die. Is he talking to us? Or, if you're interested in a story with happy endings, you'd be better off reading some other book. Or, I've been accused of being anal retentive, an overachiever, and a compulsive perfectionist. Like, those are bad things. But if funny doesn't work for you, try some drama, some action. So, for example, you could go with, when the doorbell rings at 3 in the morning, it's never good news. Or, sometimes there's no warning. There was a hand in the darkness, and it held a knife. It's not every 13-year-old girl who is accused of murder, brought to trial, and found guilty. But you can always try weird. Weird is a very appealing thing for most kids. For example, Sophie had waited her whole life to be kidnapped. Or, on the morning I was scheduled to die, a large barefoot man with a bushy red beard waddled past my house. One of my personal favorites, how 5 cows managed to lift a 20-pound baby boy into the air was beyond pure, but it certainly was the least of her worries. Or, we went to the moon to have fun, but the moon turned out to completely suck. Alright, that's it. 12 books. Let's check those notes. You should have a list of some good books. I think I gave you about 12 of them, and some great opening lines, and 3 things to remember. Ready? First thing, first impressions matter, so make the most of them. The second thing, fiction is read from the beginning to the end, but you don't have to write it that way. And the last thing, hooks are meant to catch the reader's attention, not the writer's. And here's a couple hints if you really want to be an overachiever. Okay? Now those are by no means the only books with great hooks. Here's a whole bunch more, just in case you didn't like that first group. Okay. That's all I have. My time is up, and I still got it in under 5 minutes. Let me know.